give it a couple of seconds. Let me go check the time. All right, we're going to start. All right, Shalom. We're the real Hebrew Israelites who come out here week in and week out. We try to make it every week. And we have information on this kingdom. So the thing is, this kingdom is about to end. So this whole place is about to end. And we need to start practicing things like surviving. So I want to talk about that, but first I'm going to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahawashi, Bahara Kakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders. Peace, mercy, blessings, and salutation to all the brotherhood out there teaching the truth and sincerity in the name of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahawashi. So let's get started. Let me check my notes just to make sure. Because we still need notes. Yep. And it's very simple. It's very simple. See how it is? It's very simple. It's a very simple thing, but it's a very complicated situation. Alright? So let's start. So, we need to start to survive, right? Like I was saying, we need to start to survive. And understanding the problem will help you survive. Am I in the picture? Alright. So you see all these cars passing by. So we're out in the highways and the hedges, right? We're out here prophesying the downfall of this kingdom. But why? Why does this kingdom have to fall? Because it's the reincarnation of the Roman Empire. That sounds fascinating to me. But I don't know how it sounds to you. So here's some things that you got to practice and look into. You have to practice starting as soon as possible how to make a fire. How to make a fire, how to keep it going, how to keep warm. Because making fire is hard. Second thing you got to do is you got to learn how to hunt or fish, or hunt and or fish, both. Third thing you got to know how to do is use a gun. I'm not advocating for Israelites to have guns at camp. Look, I ain't carrying nothing. I carry knives, but I don't ever carry anything when I'm at camp. Because that's just not the right message. So starting the fire with what? With the ferrocerium rod? Yeah, because you're going to run out of matches and you're going to run out of lighters. Oh, and you have to have some sort of hand-to-hand combat training. Jiu-jitsu is not going to help you when there's people jumping you and stomping on your fucking head. Wrestling will help to keep you on your feet. You have to learn how to knife fight too. Those are the things that are sad but true. And we're going to get into it. So let's start. This is the 1611 King James and the Apocrypha, which is a hidden book, chapter 11 of 2nd Esdras, verse 1 reads, Then saw I a dream, behold, there came up from the sea an eagle, which had 12 feathered wings and 3 heads. So that's Rome. That's the Roman Empire. Remember that the Roman Empire took things from Greece, right? And Greece and Rome had the one thing in common. If you take a look at a coin, at any coin, you'll see the picture of the president, buildings of that country, or the animal that represents them. What represents America is the eagle, and that's the same thing that represents Rome, and that's the same thing that represents Greece. Now, I don't have any quarters handy, but that should have been a. I think there's a 5, but that's something different. You know, I'm gonna just show you what the money is, and I'm trying not to touch the Bible with the money, but here we have a $5 bill, right? And that's one of the presidents of this country. Here we have a building. That guy's just an asshole. So that building represents Congress or Senate, and it's made after the Roman script. But you see there's an eagle. See that eagle? See the eagle. Look at the eagle. See, the eagle represents the the spirit of this country. Because if we go into let's see. I'll try to find it. There it is. Obadiah. Let's see. So, Obadiah has one book, and we're in verse 4. Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest amongst the stars, thence will I bring thee down, said Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. So he exalts himself as the eagle. Now let's go back to verse 1 in chapter 11 of 2nd Esdras, chapter 11, verse 1. Then saw I a dream, and behold, there came up from the sea an eagle, which had 12 feathered wings and 3 heads. So now we got to get into that 12 feathered heads and the what's it called? What did it say? And the 3 heads. It's a good thing we have notes, right? It's a good thing we have notes. So the first triumphant meaning 3. I think I can say it without my notes. Was Julius? Never mind. I can't say it without my notes. Is a Julius Caesar, Pompey, and Crassus. But there's also 12 Caesars. Because at the first when Rome was a country, they didn't have presidents until Julius Caesar said, you know what? I'm gonna be the president of, or the whatever, the Kaiser. Caesar means the chief, right? And what is the president called? The chief, master chief? No, the chief of staff, something like that. Anyways, so that's just the eagle, right? And I can name you the 12 Caesars too. And I saw, and behold, she spread her wings over all the earth. And all the winds of the air blew on her and were gathered together. So what that means is, remember that ring I showed you? So in that ring, the eagle has his wings spread. The scriptures clearly tells you, just right now, that Rome had the wings spread, and when they have the wings spread, that means that they're colonizing, right? They're taking over lands. They're like, this is my land. This is my land. And how they do so-called wings is called garrisons, or forts, or bases. Because how can an eagle spread her wings all over the world. And how can an eagle come up out of the sea? The sea is the people, right? The sea is the people. And that's another lesson. So right now we got to focus on how this eagle is not a male eagle, it's a female eagle. Because countries, lands, peoples are mentioned in the scriptures as women, right? Jerusalem is a her, it's a city, right? Okay, so now let's keep going. Second Esdras 11:3. And I beheld, and out of her feathers grew other contrary feathers, and they became little feathers and small. So they had, like I said, garrisons all over that world, all over, because Rome is in Italy, right? Damn. No. So I'm gonna start bringing a dry eraser because I have to draw a map now. So here it is. Rome. Rome is in Italy, but it controlled the whole world. And back then, what was known as the world. So they had a garrison in Egypt. There's a place called Alexandria, Egypt. And then they had garrisons in Jerusalem, which is pretty far from Italy. They owned Spain, they owned North Africa. The wings were spread. So what that means is their garrisons were like the wings, right? The feathers of that eagle. See, you guys don't use your brains. You'd be like, oh, let's get a tattoo of the eagle, which that doesn't make sense. And verse 4 in Obadiah says, but her heads were at rest, and the head in the middle was greater than the other, yet rested it with the residue. So after a while, all these heads stopped fighting because they were fighting amongst each other for control. And then one of them took over like Caesar, right? Because if the Roman Empire is all over, and there was generals guarding those provinces, those are little feathers, those are little heads, right? Those are little emperors of those little provinces. You can do your history search. Verse 5. Moreover, I beheld, and lo, the eagle flew with her feathers, and reigned upon the earth, and over them that dwelt therein. So once again, the Roman Empire was all over. It died, right? It died, and then it came back, and now it's ruling again.